Adams, that's fourth method, or simply it is called as the Adams method. Okay. So already gave you the formula number. Yes. So take on the problem. Given y dash is equal to x square into 1 plus y dash equal to x square into 1 plus y, comma y of 1 equal to 1, y of 1.1 equal to 1.233, y of 1.2 equal to 1.548, y of 1.3 equal to 1.979. Evaluate y of 1.4 by Adams method. Evaluate y of 1.4 by Adams method. So as usual, what's the first step now?
Start y.
You identify all the given x and y values. So start the solution. So what is x naught value given to be?
1.
1. What is x1?
1.1.
1.1. x2?
1.5.
1.1. x3?
1.3.
1.3. x4?
1.4.
1.4. x5? is 1 up to x4. Once you written the x values, identify what is h. What is h value?
0.2.
0.1. x1 minus x0. So h value is 0.1. Identify the corresponding y values. y0,
1.
y1,
1.23.
1.23, y2,
1.548. 1.979.
y4,
5.
to 5. You are supposed to find what is here y4. Okay. The same procedure, but just change only in the formula. So first you identify the predicted value. To identify the predicted value, what are the things you need? See your formula. What are the things you need? y4p formula written down. What are the things necessary for you to substitute there?
y1 dash,
y1 dash, y2 dash, y3 dash and y0 dash. Correct or not? You need information of y0 dash, y1 dash, y2 dash and y3 dash. So substitute everything in the given y dash and find all these four values. So what is y dash given to be?
x square plus
x square into 1 plus 1. You have defined four values starting from y0 to y3. So find it y0 dash. x0 square into 1 plus y0. Substitute x0 value is 1, y0 is also 1. Next, y1 dash, x1 square into 1 plus y1. So x1 is 1.1, y1 is 1.233. 2.33. Others do the parallel checking.
అది మొత్తం అప్ చేసుకున్నాం y dash
Y dash,
ఫైనల్ చేసుకున్నాం
y dash, what about you?
ఈక్వేషన్ మరి
That's your choice now. X square plus x square. Whether that is easy or this is easy. Find y2 dash. So y2 dash equal to x2 square into 1 plus y2. So x2 value is 1.2. is 1.548. What again mistake?
2.332 வரல மேம் 2.701 வருது
2.70
1 வருது
others say 2.70.
3.
What's assumed by again? What is the mistake you are doing in calculation?
3.669. 3.66. 3.669 only.
Others check it by 3 dash. So by 3 dash equal to x3 square into 1 plus 20. Everyone same answer. So now we got the necessary data, so it is substituted in a predictor formula. So right, by Adams predictor formula, Adams, we are not going to use many names, Adams. By Adams predictor formula, y4p equal to y3 plus h by 24 into 55 y3 dash minus 59 y2 dash plus 37 y1 dash minus 9 y0 dash. Substitute all unknown data. As I told you now, first you complete this bracket in a calculator. Okay, then you multiply by 4h by 3. So open a bracket, 55 into y3 dash value is 5.035 minus 59 into y2 dash is 3.669 plus 37 into y1 dash is 2.701 minus 9 into y0 dash value is 2. First all those bracket terms put it in a calculator. Have the answer? So have the answer in your display, ma. Okay. Then multiply your answer by h by 4.
Last step done.
You complete the full answer. What is the answer?
2.572. 2.
Only 3 decimal places.
2.5722958.
Then 3 are 2.573 here. Approximately 4 decimal places. So once you get the answer in the display, multiply by h divided by 4. Those are normal done. Then your answer will be in display. Add y3 value. y3 means the original value which is given 1.979. Others check the answer. what's the answer you are getting?
எனக்கு 1 பாயிண்ட் அது மொத்த ஆன்சரே 1
2.01232.
Another option? Say.
1.593.
Can I get one more choice or only 3? 0. How many times I even I wrote in the word how to put in the calculator. Even then you are giving the different answers. How is that possible? Now, why problem that I calculator answer. First one is the right answer.
First one, ma'am. Didn't see.
கரெக்ட் தான் நான் எல்லாம் தப்பு பண்ணுறேன்.
What is the mistake here?
y dash 3 இல்லை y3 dash அதுக்கு எல்லாமே நான் வெறும் 3 y3 வேல்யூ இந்த வேல்யூ
The same here.
அதான் இங்கே
Here. Okay. What about the remaining? What is the answer?
2.52
Same answer.
572.
Did you get or just you simply say? 2.572?
6.7.
Correct, ma'am. Correct.
தெரியும் எக்ஸாம் பேப்பர்ல தெரியும் கரெக்ட்டா. Now what is the next step? What is the next step you have to do? You got the predicted value. What is the next one you have to do?
Correct.
Character value. So when you see the formula of the character, you need the value for y4 dash. First you find what is y4 dash. So y4 dash is equal to x4 square into 1 plus y4. y4 is the new value what you got. Find y4 dash. Answer y4 dash. Say it.
7.002.
7.001.
2.
17. What the answer y4 dash everyone?
Right.
Okay, then continue the character formula, right? By Adam's character formula. By Adam's character formula. Write your character formula. y4 comma c is equal to y4 comma c equal to y3 plus h by 24 into 9 y4 dash plus 19 y3 dash minus 5 y2 dash plus y1 dash. All are known data substitute. Substitute and get the answer. 2.57.
4, 9.
Others, check your answer.
$2.5750.
Okay.
50. Correct.
Correct. Do you need to go for iteration as you get in with build
No.
Not necessary, because character and predictor are more or less same. Both starts with 2.57 only. So no need to go for any other iteration. You can stop and you can conclude. What is the conclusion you will write? Hence the approximate value is. That word is important. So write hence the approximate value is y4 equal to 2.5749. If you get it as 50, write it as 50. Hence the approximate value is y4 equal to whatever answers you got, you write it. 50 or 49. Any doubts, ma'am? Any doubts? At least two different places will be the same issue. Otherwise, you continue. Yes? Any doubts? Completed? Okay. I to declare that unit 3 is over now. Okay, I will update the unit 3 for you. 2 more units to complete the syllabus. Okay, one. So, our subject contains 2 parts. One, numerical methods and statistics. So, numerical methods part is over. Okay, we are ready to start with the statistics part. Right? Okay, so far what we have done is that just formula application, calculator, and then you get the answer.
Very tough one.
Regarding your subject statistics, I will not say that it is tough. It is also similar only. There also you are going to study lots of formulas. Using the formulas, using the calculator, get the answer. But what will be the difference is that there will be only a general data only. You yourself have to identify which will be the formula. Okay, numerical methods, the method will be mentioned for you. What's going on? Who is it? I see who we are talking. Nothing. So in numerical methods, the method will be mentioned in the statement. 95% it will be mentioned. Just you are going to apply the formula and you are going to get the answer. Even if the method is not mentioned also, you can apply any formula to get the answer. But in statistics, it will not happen so. Okay, you have to identify, first of all, you have to understand the statement, what are the data given. Okay, and identify the data correctly. Using the given data information, you have to identify the formula by yourself. Okay, well, then only by applying the formula, you can get the answer. The entire problem will be only 4 steps only now. Okay, it's mostly only an 8-mark question. Only one topic will come on the 16 mark in your unit 4. Okay, if you are lucky, that can come as a 16-mark question. Okay, always it is only an 8 marks, so the entire problem will contain only the 4 steps only. Okay, but the main problem is that identification. As far as possible, I will try to explain you the concepts clearly, but you have to register everything in your mind and you have to identify the data and the formulas correctly. Okay, Unit 4 we are going to discuss about testing of hypothesis. Unit 5 will be our analysis of variance, design of experiments. Okay, it is also similar to our Unit 4, but that one will be applying for more number of data. Okay, that will be a little bit easy for you. It will be like a procedure. Using the procedure, you have to solve the problem. Only 3 types of problems under that unit. Okay, so Unit 5 will be mostly for a 16 mark question. Okay, 95% that will be a 16 mark question only. That very rare case only will be considered as 8 mark. Okay, so now we are going to start with the unit 4 testing of hypothesis. So take down unit 4 testing of hypothesis. Unit 4 testing of hypothesis. Okay, shall we start? I think you people expect me to scold you people, right? Is or no? Should we start the unit 4? Okay. So what? Do you need a spelling error? HYPOTHESIS, hypothesis. 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 Testing of hypothesis. Okay. Can anyone tell me what is hypothesis, ma? What is the hypothesis? Generally, I'm not asking any English meaning. Hypothesis. Okay, hypothesis is nothing but a general statement. No? You can assume like that, just a statement, hypothesis. Okay. So what is our unit? Testing of hypothesis. So in the entire unit, what you are going to do? You are going to test a given statement. How far it is true? That is our testing of hypothesis course. Okay. Why this is necessary and where it is going to be applied is that everywhere this testing of hypothesis concept is applied. Day-to-day life, you are seeing that one in your day-to-day life situations also. Okay. Now when you buy a soap, we see that test for a soap or a powder or any other things. Then we give you some instructions. No, it is 99%. What they will say? Antibiotic. Okay, or some other statements they will be giving. So those statements are called as the hypothesis. How do they give the statement is that using this concept of statistical concept only. Okay, so the statisticians what they will do is that to know those concepts, they will be collecting the data for that one. From the data they will select how far that statement is true. They say that it is 99% chance. Okay, how can they be sure about 99%? They will be testing so number of samples. Okay, mean and mean by general add everything and divide by the number of variables. Nothing but our average. Or you come across the word standard deviation. Inge படிச்சிருப்பீங்க standard deviation. இங்க ரேட் போட்டு பாத்தீங்களா? Okay, variance. Variance is nothing but the square of the standard deviation. Square of the standard deviation becomes the variance. Then we should know the sample size. So here size indicates the number of letters in that one. Okay, well, we have to count how many letters are there, that will become as the size. So for each thing there is a notation. You should be aware for population which notation you should use, and for sample which notation you should use. So now we tell the notations. For population mean, the notation will be mu. Standard deviation will be sigma. Variance will be sigma square. Size will be capital U. And you can include one more, which is called as proportion. Proportion is nothing but probability. Chances of something to happen. For population, it is denoted by capital U. Everything. Just listen first. So for sample, what are the notations will be? X bar, small s square, small n, small p. First you have to memorize all these notations thoroughly, because it is very important. Your formulas will contain this notations only. From the given data, identify which is the information of the population and which is the information of the sample, and it substitute in your formula. Okay, so first you should be thorough with all these notations. Okay, so I told you what is population and what is sample. Now we are entering into a topic. So what is hypothesis? I told you.
Testing of
Statement, general statement. Okay. So the hypothesis can be divided into two statements. One is called as the null hypothesis, and the other one is called as the alternative hypothesis. Okay. We are going to assume in all the problems these two statements: null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Okay. What is the meaning of null hypothesis? The hypothesis of no difference. This is a constant one, it will never change in any of the problem. Okay, null hypothesis is hypothesis of no difference. Can you tell the mathematical symbol? No difference means? What is the mathematical symbol? Basic symbol. Not equal. No difference, now what is the meaning? No difference is they are equal or not equal?
they equal.
No difference means equal or not equal? Equal. So the mathematical symbol here we are using is equal. Okay, that is a constant one in all the assumptions of the null hypothesis, both in unit 4 as well as in unit 5. That will never change. Alternative hypothesis depends upon the given statement. Okay, as the name indicates, it is the alternate of our null hypothesis. Okay, for example, what can happen is that alternate can be happening in three different ways. Okay, I will give you a statement. You have to verify that whether there is any difference between the given data. You are given two data. You have to check whether there is any difference between the two data. Okay, so what is the null hypothesis? No difference. There is a constant. We assume that both the data are equal. What will be the alternative? Difference. So they are not equal. So one possibility is that we can assume the alternative to be not equal. If your question is that, check whether the first data is more than the second. Then what will be the mathematical symbol? First one is more than the second. Greater than. Okay. So this is another possibility. The same question can be asked whether for first data will be less than the other one. Okay. What can we do for that one? Less. So alternate will be having three opportunities. It depends upon the given statements. Only the null hypothesis is a fixed one, but alternative is going to have three choices. It can be not equal, it can be greater, or it can be lesser. So not equal is going to be a two-tailed case. Okay, in particular, if you assume it as greater, it will be called as a right-tailed twist. If it is lesser, it is called as a left-tailed twist. Okay, ma? Because all the clarifications are important to solve your problem. Whether it is two-tailed or one-tailed. Okay, not equal to means it will become as a two-tailed twist. Greater than or lesser than means it will become as a one-tailed twist. Any doubts so far? Okay. You take up to this one, then and listed the remaining. So take out. Take out now. On the basis of definition. On the basis of BASIS. Sample information. On the basis of sample information, we make certain decisions. We make certain decisions about the population. Space is there, now start writing there. About the population. Full stop. In taking such decisions, full stop is this next in taking such decisions, we make certain assumptions. We make certain assumptions. These assumptions are known as statistical hypothesis. These assumptions are known as statistical hypothesis. Statistical hypothesis. Next slide. There are two types of hypothesis. There are two types of hypothesis. First one, null hypothesis. Null hypothesis. Note on the definition. No? The hypothesis of no difference. The hypothesis of no difference is known as null hypothesis. Null hypothesis, and is denoted by H naught, capital H suffix 0. That is the notation. H naught. Next one. Second one, alternative hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis. Any hypothesis which is complementary. Any hypothesis which is complementary to the null hypothesis, is called an alternative hypothesis. And is denoted by H1 and is denoted by H1. Proportion, no? Proportion is nothing but probability, the chance of something to happen. Do you all remember probability, no? All those things will be needing to solve the problems. Did it? So as I told you, we are going to test a hypothesis statement, ma. So first you are going to decide what is H naught and what is H naught. Now we have to decide a formula for that one. Okay. So this we can solve by using any of the distributions here studied. Okay. There are various statistical distributions. We can make use of that one and we can solve the problems. Do you remember any distributions you have studied, ma? In your school level, statistics. Surely statistics was there in the syllabus, school syllabus. Have you come across binomial distribution? Poisson? Normal distribution? Your codes here. Is it important topic in the school now? This one we come under the concept of our normal distribution. Okay, we have drawn a Mech curve and we have discussed the problems. Okay, wow. So here I told you that we are going to split them into a 2-tail test and 1-tail test. Okay, so that we are going to discuss based on this diagram. Okay, so before going to that one, as I told you, we are going to test a statement. Okay, any level that true or the we are going to check. Okay, up to which percentage it is going to be true, that is called as the confidence interval. Okay, how much percent is going to be a false, that is called as the level of significance. Okay, can you understand the difference? So how much it is going to be true, that is called as the confidence level. Okay, how much it is going to be false, that is level is called as the level of significance. Normally in the problems will be given the statement of level of significance. For example, let's say that my level of significance is 5%. So what is my confidence level? My level of significance is saying to be 5%. Okay, so what will be my confidence level? As soon as police idea. Okay, என்னோட ஸ்டேட்மென்ட் வந்து எந்த அளவுக்கு ட்ரூவா இருக்குமோ அது என்னோட கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் லெவல். எந்த அளவுக்கு அது ஃபால்ஸா இருக்குமோ அது என்னோட லெவல் ஆஃப் சிக்னிஃபிகன்ஸ். ஸோ இப்போ என்னோட லெவல் ஆஃப் சிக்னிஃபிகன்ஸ் என்ன சொல்றேன், என்னோட ஸ்டேட்மென்ட் வந்து 5% ஃபால்ஸ் சொல்றேன். அப்படின்னா how much percent will be true? The remaining 95%. So what is the confidence level? 95%. Okay, if the level of significance is 1%, confidence level 90. 10%? 90. Normally we will be discussing in this stage areas now. So normally we will be fixing the level of significance. Okay, it may be 5%, 1% or it can be 10%. The remaining will be a confidence level. Okay, if your statement is told, I will explain you in this slide. Okay, if I say that it is going to be a 5% level of rejection. Okay, normally we will be discussing in normal coma when the number of letters is very large. Okay, so we are not going to check for the entire population. From the population we are going to take a sample. For that sample only we are going to discuss. Based on that one we are going to get the conclusion for the population. So the sample can be divided into two. One is called as the large sample and another one is called as the small sample. How to identify is that if the sample size small is less than 30, it is called as the small sample. Okay, if the sample size is going to be greater than or equal to 30, it is called as a large sample. Remember this. You have to identify the given data is large or small. If the sample size is less than 30, small sample. If it is greater than or equal to 30, it is going to become as a large sample. Now we have discussed what is the rejection part. Okay, the rejection part 5% we are saying no. That rejection part is going to lie on both the sides of the normal code. Then we say it as a two-tailed test. I am not going to go in very deep, just like the outline only I am doing. Okay, 5% we have said no. If it is going to be lie on both the sides, means each side the level of rejection will be 2.5 and 2.5. Okay, the rejection part will be lying on both the sides. Okay, here it will be 2.5 and here it will be 2.5. So if our rejection area is going to lie on both the sides of the normal code, then we say it to be a two-tailed test. If the rejection part is going to lie only on one side, means we are going to say it to be a one-tailed test. If it is on the right hand side, it becomes a right-tailed test. If it is going to lie on the left side, it is going to become as a left-tailed test. But in the problems, we are not going to draw the diagram at all. Okay, using our alternate hypothesis itself, we are going to say that it is going to be a one-tail or two-tail. If it is not equal, means it is a two-tail. If it is greater than or lesser than, means it will become as a one-tail. So we are not going to draw the diagrams, or we are not going to draw the rejection area or the acceptance area. Okay, if we have like this 5% level rejected, so this is called as the rejection area, where the hypothesis is not true. And this area will be called as the acceptance region or the acceptance region. Okay, in the area number statement true or that is called as the acceptance region. In the true or illiyo, that is called as the rejection region, or you can say it to be a critical region also. Okay, yes. So number acceptance region, critical region, one point skip பண்ணுங்க. Okay, correct. The point is split ஆகுது. So this point will be called as the critical value. This will be called as the critical value. The point which is going to be separate the critical region and the acceptance region, that will be called as the critical value. இது எல்லாமே நம்ம ப்ராப்ளம்ல நமக்கு தேவை. Depending upon the level of significance, we will deciding what is our critical value. Based on this critical value and the answer what you get by using the formula, you will be giving the conclusions whether our statement is true or not. Do you understand this one? What is acceptance region?
True.
Where the hypothesis is true. What is critical region? Where the hypothesis is going to be false. That region is called as the critical region. What is critical value?
Acceptance and rejection.
The point which is going to split the acceptance and the rejection region. That value will be called as the critical value. Then, what is level of significance? I am not asking exact definition. What you understood, you tell me. I am saying everything in general code. What you know, say like that. What is level of significance? Acceptance level or rejection level? Level of significance means it is the level for acceptance or rejection. Say it out. Acceptance. So what is confidence level? Acceptance level. Then what will be level of significance? Rejection level. Okay, level of significance indicates the rejection level, whereas the confidence level is going to indicate our acceptance level. Okay, clear with all these definitions? Note down. Note down the definitions. So take down. A region in the sample space, a region in the sample space which amounts to the rejection of the null hypothesis H naught is called as critical region or region of rejection. Critical region or region of rejection. Region of rejection. J is reject. Next one, next definition. The region of the sample space, the region of the sample space which amounts to the acceptance of H naught, which amounts to the acceptance of H naught is called the acceptance region. Is called the acceptance region. Is called the acceptance. ACC, EP, C, ANC. Acceptance region. Next one. The value of the test statistic. The value of the test statistic which separates statistic. Statistic which separates the critical region, from the acceptance region, is called the critical value. Or significant value. Is called the critical value or significant value. Next definition. The probability that the value of
critical value of
significant value. Critical value or significant value. Finished up. Next one. The probability that the value of the statistic lies in the critical region is called the level of significance. And is denoted by alpha.